I wouldn't smile with that fake ass bitch, and I would tell my brother who I love, Charlemagne, I'd be like, homie, you know, I get a lot of flack for being messy, but nigga, what could be more messy than this shit? What could be more messier than the Breakfast Club? You got this bitch of chaos up here.
Bitch of chaos.
The bitch of chaos, less hilarious.
Yeah.
Up here, this bitch is hated by many. And on top of that, like I say, I love Charlemagne. But you throw this bitch alley-oops to motherfucking go at the shit. You have fake doctors on your show. It's like, it's become a real zoo. It's become a real zoo. Like, I do not dislike my brother. Do not go out there and talk about, I don't like Charlemagne the God. I like Charlemagne the God. I think Charlemagne the God has done things to have my back. But when I watch some of the shit that go on, I'll be like, how do you expect it not to be chaos? And you got a unfunny, insecure bitch on your show, and you let her dog you and your people out. And on top of that, I'm watching you feed the shit. You ain't dumb. Charlemagne is very intelligent. He's very intelligent. So for him to have a fake doctor bitch on the show, for him to have less hilarious on the show, and these people that he know kicks up negative dust, I'm like, okay, that's his angle. That's what he want to do. So it's a messy show now, in my opinion.
So I wanted to ask you, what is your least favorite race?
I don't have one.
Be honest.
I don't have one.
Okay, so why was that a question that you decided to ask somebody?
You talked about somebody, an assistant or something? What was it, assistant that worked for his dad?
Yeah.
And then she was
that
lazy?
He said his dad fired one of his black employees because she was lazy. And then she came back after she was fired and had her boyfriend rob the store.
I remember that.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, I swear it is. So my dad's deep into like the phone business. He was back then. And then we got robbed so many times. And then we just, he just fully stopped the business. But yeah, that was the actual real situation.
You were only robbed by black people?
No. No.
Okay.
No.
So you don't have a least favorite race?
No.
Okay.
You know why they asking you that like that? Because the video gave that black people were your least favorite race.
He knows why.
What the video say?
Oh, I can play it. I got it.
What's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor. I just want you to know that you watching You Just Got Juiced reactions. Don't forget, you got the juice now.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy You Just Got a Juice, and we are back at it again for another live reaction video. If you're watching this video, it is probably my birthday, July 16. So I'm not going to do nothing really special today besides go to work, but I do plan on going to the I might go to the the cannabis festival this weekend to go see 3 6 Mafia. But I'm definitely gonna do something big at the end of the month, so it's gonna be a big live stream. So if you are subscribed, make sure you are tuned in for that. I'm not gonna tell you where I'm going, but I got a big surprise for the channel. I was coming home from work today, and I was like, when I come home from work, I like to listen to podcasts and stuff like that. And I was just listening. I happened to turn on this podcast right here, this N3on interview on the Breakfast Club, and I was like, what is he doing out here? And a lot of people probably is not familiar with him. I've seen him a couple of times on the internet. I'm not really familiar with him either. But every time I see him, he's pretty much getting beat up or he's trolling or something like that. So I decided to listen to this interview, and apparently Jess Hilarious is getting a lot of slack and a lot of heat from this interview. I didn't find nothing wrong from the interview because in my eyes, it's just a lot of people that don't know about this guy. I didn't know nothing about this guy, so this is the most information that I've known about him from hearing this interview. So I think coming from their age and you know, for them being black and not really know about the streaming side of the world, I don't think they did nothing wrong. But we're going to dive into this video because apparently other people think that they just embarrassed this guy intentionally, and you know that they was wrong for doing this interview. So I'll let y'all be the judge, and then we can talk about it in the comment section. So without further ado, let's get started with this video.
So I was during the N3on interview. So the Breakfast Club is currently getting a lot of backlash and hate for how they conducted themselves during the N3on interview. So in this video, we'll be reviewing everything, exactly what the Breakfast Club asked N3on that's getting backlash, and if they crossed the line with this N3on interview. My biggest takeaway from this interview, and what I would say represents them the worst, is how unprepared they were. It felt like they were strictly bringing on N3on for clout. Like, it didn't even feel like they were really interested in him. They were really interested in his work. They had any type of general, basic, minimum interest in this kid. It felt like they had zero. It felt like this kid was somebody they were purely bringing in because this kid gets attention. It's media and everybody do that to a point, but it looks horrible on you when the fan could tell. Like when I could watch the interview and tell, yeah, they didn't do any research for this interview. When N3on could tell y'all didn't do any research on him. It felt like they watched a couple of TikTok clips earlier that day and that was their entire research for.
But what research is there to do on him? He's a streamer. I mean, he's just streaming his life. And then you're going to go off the clips that you see if you don't know nothing about him. The same thing they do for any other celebrity. They're like, oh, so-and-so coming on the show. Let's pull up some information to see what this person been doing in their life. So when you put up his information and all this bad stuff come up, then that's what you're going to ask about. I mean, especially if you don't know nothing about him. It's not like Charlamagne and them book the people. I think the people in the network book the guests, and then when they come in the morning, they probably go down the list and be like, "Hey, yo, we got so and so on the show today," and stuff like that. But it's not like they probably booked the talent themselves and stuff like that.
For this interview, and that was pretty apparent from the questions they asked him. Like, if you knew floor level information about this dude lore, you wouldn't have asked him certain things. Like they asked N3on, did he ever apologize to Kai Cenat's mom?
Have you publicly apologized to Kai?
Yeah, like probably like 4 times, and I also DM'd him too.
Have you publicly apologized to Kai's mother?
Yes.
The reason why that question is so telling of the floor level research they did for this interview was because in the same breath, Charlamagne asked N3on about a clip he saw on TikTok with him and Ray, where Ray is pressing N3on for saying certain things about Kai and his mom.
Is that why Kai's man Ray wanted to fuck you up?
Well, I don't think he wants to box me. And
I saw. What was it? Was that Screamer University when y'all ran into each other?
No, I didn't get invited to Screamer University.
Screamer Prom.
Prom, yeah.
If he would have just simply watched the full clip that he's referencing through, he would have seen in that clip, N3on tells Ray, I've apologized 4 to 5 times to Kai already. This happened 3 to 4 years ago. If Kai was in front of me right now, I would apologize again. I'm sorry about that, man. Like, I would never have done that right now.
We got a 1v1, bro. Nah.
But how can you expect them to watch the full clip if he's not into the streaming world and don't know? Like, you gotta actually, nah, bro. Like, that's not research, bro. It's research for people like us because we are into this type of life and stuff like that. But for the average person, if you look up his name, this stuff not gonna come up, bro. It's just gonna be like the negative stuff or the stuff that got the most clicks. And this probably don't, like, again, this is somebody TikTok. It's not even coming from his page.
You gotta say sorry to KC. Kai Cenat. Alright, bro, let's say so up. You gotta bend your knees, like, brother. I've apologized to him 5 times. I DM'd him. I said it was stream 5. You know why he didn't step? What? Cause that shit is so bad. He don't even want to say that. I understand. That shit was so bad. It was like 3-4 years ago, and I'm a lot different now. And obviously, every time, bro, if he was in front of me, if you were Kai, I would apologize right away. Cause back then, I used to. That's not the guy I am now, bro. It's not. It's all good, bro. I'm changing, bro. Okay, if you're the one we want, let's run it.
When DJ Envy asked N3on, has anyone ever put hands on him? It's as if these people showed up with zero knowledge of who they were interviewing. If you even did the floor line research. I'm not even talking about you do a deep dive to Wikipedia. No, I'm talking about you do floor line research. You type N3on into YouTube or TikTok and see what pops up. You would have gotten the answer to that question before you even asked.
If you just
I tried to have that shock factor, and I was being an idiot at home, but it wasn't.
Nobody ever put hands on you, pull up to your crib, or nothing like that.
I got jumped on stream.
N3on getting slapped by Fousey was probably one of the biggest moments, if not the biggest moment in N3on's career so far. Like that clip, I believe, had over 100 million impressions. Yo, you type in N3on.
But stuff like this, I don't know if it's real or not. So you got to be careful with these live streams because people do stuff for clickbait. So, you know.
N3on's name or N3on drama or N3on whatever into whatever search engine you have, this particular clip is supposed to pop up. Or we can even go beyond this. When N3on and Jack Doherty got into it, and Jack Doherty and his homeboys ran up on N3on, and they literally swung.
But who the hell? Okay, if y'all watching this video, do y'all know who Jack Doherty is? Do y'all know who Fousey is? So again, you're not gonna click on no stuff like this
on N3on. Like
I don't even know who the hell Jack Doherty is. Like,
bro, those are things that are floor line research. It's supposed to come up. Those are not things that you.
Matter of fact, man, let's see if it come up if you type his name in. So it's like, okay, let me see. It just say just hilarious. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what you talking about, bro. How I get back?
You're supposed to go digging for. If you wanted to BS this interview and you search his name into search engines, those incidences will pop up. But it feels as if they came into this with whatever TikTok knowledge they think they had and just asked. Yo, this is like going to like an Andrew Schultz interview. And this is why Andrew Schultz got really mad at Steiny. Steiny asked Andrew Schultz, have you ever been heckled before? If you knew anything, 1% about Andrew Schultz, you would know that's his whole shtick. He gets heckled and does amazing crowd work. People watching recognize that, and they called it out, that they were unprepared and didn't know what they were talking about. And that's what made the other things much worse. You see, I didn't have a real issue with the questions they asked N3on because I understand when you come to do interviews, you have to discuss your life or the things you do. And, you know, majority of the time, the interview is going to be about things that are unfavorable to you. So I don't really have a problem with the questions they asked N3on. However, the questions came across as badgering because they were so unprepared, right? Like you can't pair up, I'm unprepared. I don't know nothing about you or what's going on.
I didn't get unprepared from that though, bro. Like how?
With this conversation, somebody brought this to my attention a little while ago, like about a couple hours ago. Mm-hmm. What's the beef with you and my guy Kai Cenat? Because you know I'm Team Kai. I'm
Team Kai too.
I'm
Shout out
part
to
of
Kai.
the mafia.
You're part of the mafia.
Yes.
You're a sub on Twitch.
I don't even know what that is.
He don't even know what that means.
Oh,
no.
See, they don't know nothing about the stream.
I don't know. Kai
Shout out
just
to
said
Kai.
I'm part of the mafia.
Shout out to Kai. So a few years ago, me and Kai had a little back and forth. So he said like something little, and I think at the time it pissed me off. And then
what did he say?
Well, I don't really remember the exact details. This is years ago. I got short-term memory loss, but and then I said something back.
What'd you say?
I'm not gonna repeat it. I don't want to repeat it because it was messed up, and I would never say anything like that again.
Do we know what he said?
He said it about his mom.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Say what he said, Jess.
You said that you would his mom and that she's a fat Harriet
So like they
Tubman.
did research to me?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So not only did you disrespect Kai's mother, you disrespected Harriet Tubman?
Yeah, because like I said at the time, it wasn't really a thing where I just did what came to mind. Like I was just like the shock factor. Like I wasn't thinking.
If y'all got children, have y'all ever listen like man to their headset like when they play Grand Theft Auto and y'all hear like all the kids talk racist stuff on there and it's like they racist but they're not racist, but they it's like they trolling, but like he made a career out of that and that's how he got big. So it's like they just asking him these questions because they trying to figure out like, are you like racist? Are you not racist? Like they don't know nothing about this guy besides all the negative stigma that comes behind his name.
Obviously, now that I'm in the real world, now I'm going out and experiencing stuff. That's not something okay to say at all.
How old were you at the time?
I I don't know. This was. Does anyone have that? How old was I?
You're 20 now.
You're
so.
20. So
this was
before COVID, during COVID.
I have no problem with them asking that question. I feel like that was a fair question. Now, would I have stopped at the first time I asked? Yes. Would I have kept going? Probably not, because they re-asked the same question about like 5 or 6 times, right? Now, what I did have a problem with, though, is Charlamagne the God telling N3on that there was still like a possibility that they wouldn't have interviewed him, or that he did something so terrible that they wouldn't have talked to him, or they would have kicked him out if they really wanted to be jerks, because what he did was that bad. As if the Breakfast Club don't interview rappers who literally diss and smoke on dead 14-year-olds. As if you didn't interview Gucci Mane. Yo, whatever N3on has ever said about Kai Cenat mom, I promise you have paled to things that Gucci Mane have said about his ops. You interview Chief Keef. Cut it out, man. All right?
Please. We wouldn't have had you up here. And as soon as I heard about the Kai Cenat thing, we'd have told you get gone. I mean, you know, disrespecting somebody's mom and then saying about Harriet Tubman. If we were really being assholes and really trying to belittle you, you'd have told you.
I understand that, man. I just feel like at the end of the day, you can't hold something against someone if they're changing and becoming a better person. And understanding.
How do we know you're changing? And how do you expect people to really believe you when you build your whole platform on being a liar?
Valid questions,
no one has to believe me at the end of the day. If you
what
want
are
to
they
believe me, you don't have to
saying
believe me.
wrong?
And if you actually sit down and watch my streams and understand the growth, then you see it. And if you don't, it's you. It's like at the end of the day, I'm not here to prove anything to people. I can do the best I can. People could judge me. I don't care.
I respect growth. People always evolve.
But and if no one wants
who
to,
I was at 21 is not who I am right now, and that's the same with you. I respect.
I respect growth. I already told you that. I respect growth.
But there's no reason for coming for someone for something that they apologized for 5 times, and it was not the person who I am now, and it was years ago. Like, just coming for the same thing just doesn't.
People gonna ask you about it.
No, 100%. But like bringing it up like 6 times. Like, come on. Like,
Kai question got asked 43 seconds into the interview. We're now about 16 minutes into the interview, and they still haven't asked N3on anything positive. Now, they continue to ask N3on about a story. I believe he told him Bradley Martin or somebody. And this story, he pretty much told a story about how his dad had like a cell phone business or a cell phone shop or a phone company, and he hired a lot of black people. And some of the black employees pretty much effed the dad over and robbed him.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, what is your least favorite race?
I don't have one.
Be honest.
I don't have one.
Okay, so why was that a question that you decided to ask somebody?
You talked about somebody, an assistant or something? What was it, assistant that worked for his dad?
Yeah.
And then she was
that
lazy?
He fired, he said his dad fired one of his black employees because she was lazy. And then she came back after she was fired and had her boyfriend rob the store.
I remember that.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, I swear it is. So my dad's deep into like the phone business. He was back then. And then we got robbed so many times, and then we just, he just fully stopped the business. But that was the actual real situation.
You were only robbed by black people?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So you don't have a least favorite race?
No.
Okay.
You know why they asking you that like that? Because the video gave that black people were your least favorite race.
He knows why.
What the video say?
Oh, I can play it. I got it.
Damn.
He had asked somebody that he was.
They did research.
He was like, "What's your least favorite race?" And the guy was like, "I don't have one."
Right. Okay. I don't have. What's your worst experience with a race?
Wait, who's that streaming with?
Yeah, like
this is a clip. I don't know who you're streaming with.
I have a really bad story, but what's your story? Some black guy tased my dad and robbed him of $50,000.
That was the first one.
I swear to God. And then another black, like in what? I don't mean to be racist. And another black guy, my dad fired her. She's they're fucking lazy and just stupid.
Second.
So
oh my God, that's brutal.
Late from work, he fired her. And then she came with her boyfriend and robbed the entire place. His cell phone store, I swear to God. You're not capping. Wallahi. So you just now you just make assumptions as... Yeah, and then like every time my mom sees a black guy, she locks the door. No, it's just bad experience.
Bad trolls.
So you said a black guy fired. You said a black guy, but you said my dad fired her.
This nigga said that was a troll. How you trolling him? You talking about your mom?
He was a black woman.
Yeah, misgendering. He was probably.
I'm just trying to figure out how many people did he insult in that one thing.
It was 2 different people. Or 3, because you said it was the black person, there was the first one, then it was the second one, the person that worked for your dad, that was a woman, she was lazy, and then her boyfriend came and robbed the jewelry store.
Yeah.
Or something, that your dad owns a jewelry store?
So black people are your least favorite race?
No, cell phone store.
Cell phone store,
yeah.
Okay.
So black people are your least favorite race?
No.
Were they ever?
No.
Okay.
I love everyone. I'm all about the people.
How old were you in that video?
I Like 18?
18 probably.
Damn, 2 years ago.
I don't think y'all don't understand. Like this last 2 years, it's been like it feels like so much longer. Like before then, I didn't like go deal with anything. I didn't go through anything at all. But this last 2 years, like it just like feels like
your
forever.
life was nice for you not to have to go through.
I'm blessed. You know.
I don't know if it matters in the grand scheme of things, but I did check the date. He was 17 at the time of that particular interview with Bradley Martin. I don't know if it matters. I just checked. But what I would say is the line of question itself, if you put it in an isolated vacuum, is not really that terrible. But it's the badgering. They asked the Kai question at the 43-second mark. We're 20 minutes in, and they're still asking him about like racist, I guess, like history or his racist past or things he said that could be perceived as racist. It's as if they came in with an agenda. Okay, the kid is telling you, hey, listen, man, I said a lot of terrible things.
I don't feel like it was an agenda. I feel as though you got this Indian dude trying to promote to the black people, and he want us to get to be a part of his audience, and they looking at his old content and they questioning this guy, and they questioning him. Yeah, they drilling him out. But is that bad? Like, no, he young. He need to learn. And even if he is truthful about what he's saying, like he's trying to change, then that's part of the entertainment game, man. Like people going to question you about that stuff. You should have known coming on the Breakfast Club. So I don't think Jess should deserve, any heat for this one, nor Charlamagne. But, I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. Once again, happy birthday to me, and I'll catch you guys next time. And don't forget, you guys got the juice now, and I am out of here.
Straight. Look, you already know what it is. Safari here. I'm locked in, and yo, check it out. Right now, you are watching You Just Got Juiced. Look. These are the reactions, and if you ain't subscribed yet, then what the hell on God's green earth are you waiting for? All right? I'm watching it. I want to see some reactions. So it's all about You Just Got Juice reaction. Make sure you logged in, checked in, subscribed in, watch it, and, make sure it's everything proper, lock up, plastic, and proper, and straight out, and not them mama, soba, crotches. Straight!